Finally, we got to do this live. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I know what you're thinking. Where are the two other guys? Don't worry about them. They'll come. They'll come. Just wait. This week, as you can see right down here in the lower right-hand corner, we're reviewing Nope. Nope is directed by, written by, and produced by Jordan Peele, with Ian Cooper as another producer. Cinematography by Hoyt van Hoytema. Edited by Nicholas Mansour. Music by Michael Abels. Production company of Monkey Paw Productions. Distributed by Universal Pictures. With a release date of July 18, 2022 in Los Angeles and July 22nd, 2022 in the greater United States. And a running time of 131 minutes. Nope was made on a budget of $68 million, and as of July 24th has brought in $44 million domestically. I don't think it's released overseas. My producers in my ear, neither one of them are telling me anything, so I'm going to assume no. And a Rotten Tomato score of 83% from 229 critics and 71% audience score of 2,500 verified ratings. And we are not going to spoil anything. My two co-hosts, James and Eric, we are going to do a 10-minute spoiler-free of Nope. And then after that, we will talk as long as we need to spoil Nope. So the review starts now. Man, Nope is so fucking good, dude. Holy shit, this movie's so good.
So it releases in August for internationally. I think it released in Germany, but there's no numbers from Germany, I guess.
Is his like wife German or something?
I'm not sure.
And she's like, I want my family to see the movie, Jordan.
But no one saw it.
But no one can see it.
I didn't know he was married.
They all Nope. Yeah, I think they're both married, Key and Peele. But yeah, this movie's good.
So
the fact
I saw this shit in IMAX, and let me tell you, man, just the spectacles,
absolute,
just the
spectacle.
scenes,
yeah.
And then to see, like, I was like, is this really, like it lives up to the hype? I saw it in Dolby.
Oh my god!
Let me tell you, man, you do see more shit in IMAX.
Oh, okay. So IMAX is the better viewing experience.
But I saw it in true IMAX.
Oh yeah.
The only IMAX available in this state.
His wife is also from California, just to clean that up.
Yeah, but if she's of German descent, you didn't look up to see if she's of German descent. You don't think so? You don't know that woman. You have not seen her 23 Family or whatever.
Yeah, 23 and Family says she's Italian.
No, man, it's 21. You can't get the other two.
That's the German, the other two.
Yeah, the German is the other two that she's trying to hide. Yeah, I don't know how much more I could say that I love this movie. I don't want to do hyperbole because I know it scares people like Eric. Nope is one of the greatest movies of the year so far. Hands down.
Top 5.
Yeah, one of the greatest. Top 5 is one of the greatest. 5.
I still don't know if it's going to dethrone my king, though.
I don't know, man. The whole time I spent thinking about this movie after I saw it, I was like, this was like Top Gun all over again. I mean,
that's not my king.
Oh, what's your king?
Everything Everywhere all at once.
But that's my 2. I have Top Gun 1.
Yeah, that's my 2. Yeah, that's my 2.
I think this beats Everything Everywhere all at once for me.
This is my 3.
This is the suspense. So it's a horror mystery thriller. I don't think that's a spoiler to call it that. All of Jordan Peele's movies have been...
It's a Jordan Peele movie.
Right.
Yeah.
He's never made a movie outside of it.
Yeah.
But this does suspense so well that I think it blows everything out of the water. I think it is for me...
Do you think this is his best film?
I would argue that this is his best film.
I don't.
I
think
Get Out had an emotional impact for people of color, I think, and I think it had a cultural impact because it showed racism in a very different way. But this is the culmination of all of his directing efforts up until this point into. I would argue that this is directing. It's a masterpiece of directing. If he doesn't get nominated for this movie, burn the Academy to the fucking ground. Just set the whole fucking place on fire.
What's your ranking of his movies so far, then?
I want to hear James's argument, and then I'll tell you my ranking.
Of what? What do you want to know based off?
Well, he said, is this Jordan Peele's best work? I said yes, and you went, no.
No, Get Out is still the better of all the movies.
I don't think so at all. Go ahead.
Because he's still gonna follow his, like, he set up tropes in Get Out that are just so original that he's still doing these other two movies. But overall, like, this movie's still strong, and I almost think this I prefer even Us.
You're wild as hell. Get the script for Us was so much worse than this script. You're crazy.
But I think the acting is better in Us.
No fucking way. This acting is so good because they seem like very real characters. If I didn't know Daniel Kaluuya and I didn't know Keke Palmer, if to me they were no-name actors, I'd be like, oh, he just got an actual brother and sister then, right? Like, these are two very real characters.
Like,
and
Keke I don't care for, and Kaluuya, though, he's great. I don't think he's ever,
Yeah, I remember when this movie was about to come out, you guys were, like, worried about Keke and, like, whether or not she's going to do too much.
Because she does. Keke Palmer overacts the
This is the first time seeing her.
Lucky
I know
you.
we had talked about it. The only thing I could think of, I was like, you know what, though? It might fit for her role, and it does. Like, I think it does fit for the character that they had her play. Her acting style does work, but at some points, and it just, I don't know, there's just some points where it's like,
her personality is
me.
grating. It's because she's grating. She just is like, oh my God. But she's supposed to be. She is
correct.
She's
like
what?
She's
grating?
Grating. So it's like she grates on you like a cheese grater. So it like tears you up. Like she's grating.
Yeah.
But she's supposed to be. So that means that this character is perfectly written for an actor that acts just like this in everything that she fucking does. I watched interviews with her of this movie, and I'm like, oh my fucking gosh, she's just Keke Palmer the whole time. She never breaks character, bro. She never breaks it.
But, like, personally, I don't really like it. I think she does fine doing that role, but I just think I'm like, oh, I would much rather them have had a different actor do a different character versus her.
But if you would have had
I just really don't like her.
If you would have had a character who is as stoic as Daniel Kaluuya's character in this movie, it would have fucking
you couldn't have that.
I think it's a yin and yang situation.
That Dogs movie with fucking Benedict Cumberbatch again.
But if you change her character, you completely destroy the dynamic. There's nothing you could have done to her character. It's a yin and yang. Yeah, that's a spoiler. We're going to get more into her character and why it's important in about 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay, so we're going to talk more about characters later in spoilers because I totally think you're wrong. Directing, though, this is his best directing. And the cinematography in this movie is the best cinematography he's ever had.
Oh, visually,
this is
top. Yeah, it's better than both the other movies.
Yeah, he's never made a movie that looks better than this.
Yeah.
I would fight anybody who says that both of those other movies looked better than this. It just looked and felt so real. It's like you were there.
Dark. Like this movie for
very dark.
This movie's light, actually, without giving away too much.
No, I don't think so. A lot of this movie takes place during the day, which is dope. Yeah. That's a fucking horror movie thing that to me never gets old. Go ahead, Eric. You got 3 minutes.
I was gonna say this: the cinematographer, he's done Nope, Tenet, Ad Astra, Dunkirk, Spectre, Interstellar, Her. So this dude's knocking it out of the park.
Oh, that makes sense. So
Hoytenmer, he is a fucking stellar cinematographer.
He's a legend.
Yeah,
he should have had him for the first two movies. But
those first two movies, then I think that would have took those first two movies over this one if they would have looked that pretty.
Would have been trippy with better cinematography.
Oh man, I'm saying. Well, just wait, because I've been theorizing about why this movie's the best of his trilogy so far. Eric, give me some more. You got 2.5 minutes. Give me some more about how you felt about it.
I think this is better than Us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm debating on whether or not it's better than Get Out. I think this one edges it above just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, that's what I think.
And we'll talk about it more because some spoilery stuff is why I think that. But
I mean, I think the story is good, but there's just something that's still so like just the story of Us is just like it's a modern day classic. That's how I feel about like just the screenplay for Us.
That's like really.
My boy won an Oscar. That's how much people love that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this movie's way better written. I think the story is way better, too.
I think I had a better, like, walking out experience. Like, you know how you just walk out of a theater after seeing a movie and you're like, man.
Of this
I just
movie?
saw a masterpiece. Yeah, like
I agree.
I think this hit me more than Us.
Us?
I think this movie is cooler though, like on like a cool factor. Like this movie's
100%.
cool as shit.
100%,
Like,
bro.
yeah.
This movie's so it should have been called Dope because the whole movie's fucking
honestly.
dope, time after time. But
But like this,
go ahead.
like I
Go
think this
ahead.
movie
Go ahead.
overall though, like it's
No, I
just-
think I'm
it's-
muted.
Yeah.
I'm taking away from the non-spoiler. I'm sorry. Go.
Its aesthetic though is cool. Like, and I think like its world, the world that they kind of are building is, I think, the better world. Even though I don't know, because he's kind of like, it's some weird thing. I don't know if this shit's connected all or not. I don't know. He's made some
No.
weird comments about that shit.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
But
don't think
yeah,
so.
like I think this world is a little more fleshed out, which I think helps the story.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the other ones are really isolated. You see actually a decent amount of other stuff and characters in this movie versus the other movies.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why it has like a better feel to it, and it feels more natural, because a lot of the other ones are isolated situations.
Yeah, and you don't really get to see the characters interact with other people as much. Yeah.
Especially Us, where that's why I could easily see people being like, okay, it's at least two. Because
Yeah.
Us, the sub characters in Us, they don't really do much with, and they're kind of wasted.
And they're super one note.
Correct.
So in the last 20 seconds, I think we should just give it to it plain and straight. Should people go see Nope? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yup.
Yeah, 100%. And go see it in theaters. Do not watch this movie at your house. You're gonna ruin the movie for yourself. You totally need to go see this in
Pay
theaters.
extra for that IMAX or Dolby.
Oh, pay extra, bro. Time after time, you got to pay extra. So now we are starting spoilers. The 10-minute non-spoilers is over. If you're watching the YouTube video of the non-spoiler review, go ahead and click the dot up in the right hand corner, and it'll take you to the spoiler review of this of Nope. It'll have the same 10 minutes on the front, but I'll put a timestamp.